Okay. I think, you get the idea. Most rappers hold their rhymes in little pieces of paper, right?
Well, one of the things I wanted to ask is sort of a starting point is, Spike, I know that you first met the guys for this photo shoot way back in the day.
When I first met them, they just put out their second record, Paul's Boutique, and I love both of the records, and I love the band, and it just felt I felt like I would know them, like they'd be people I would know and hang out with, or at least want to know and want to hang out with. Like they were kind of if they would be our friends, but they would be like very cool friends. But
that was like your preconception or of what we'd be, but what was the reality?
No, the reality was actually, you guys were really cool. You guys were in a band that I loved, and you were funny, and like had like all these insane, like just layers on layers of inside jokes that took so long to peel back, and like it was.
So Jonah, just to bring you in on this, when did you first become a Beastie Boys fan?
Since the beginning. The first record I got like as a gift from my older brother was Licensed to Ill, and that was like the first like record I had, first like CD, like tape that I had. Adam and Mike were definitely also like Jewish superheroes. Like the idea that they were Jewish was like a big deal to like a young kid that was Jewish. It was crazy that they were like cool Jews. And I feel like Bob Dylan was for like my dad.
I think it was more like Elliot Gould.
Yeah.
For another generation.
You were the Elliot Gould of our generation.
Wasn't he in the Beastie Boys? Wasn't he in Beastie Boys originally, Elliot Gould?
He was in the original lineup.
Wait, can I mention about my impressions when we first met Spike for the Dirt photo shoot?
Yeah, please.
So, we go and we're like all of probably like 20 years old, and Spike's for 18 years old. Or were we 21 and you're maybe 19, Spike?
Yeah, probably a little. Yeah, I think
something like that. But Spike instantly, like in that one photo shoot, won us over because he just was kind of like, he was pretty unflappable. Like we were kind of being dicks and be like, what, why do you have a couch in the middle of, why are we taking a picture in the middle of La Cienega Boulevard? Which is literally what Spike had us do. But it was like he just kind of had us keep doing crazy stuff, and every time we'd kind of call him out on it, instead of him becoming defensive or getting mad or whatever about it, it was like then this like van would magically like come by around the corner and pick us up, and we'd go to like the next ridiculous thing to take a photo. And I think actually honestly after that first photo shoot, we kind of we were kind of like became friends. But and then at that point it was like, I think with Spike and all of us realized like Spike was like somebody we could have known in New York but didn't happen to, in terms of like just that he was just like another creative person that had so much there was so much crossover of influence, I think.
Now Jonah, you were saying you were sort of involved on some level in terms of writing some stuff and kind of talking through things. So what was the creative process like on your end?
I don't know. It just was cool because we had obviously Spike had known them for so long. I'd been a fan for so long, and the book I just read the book like twice in a row before that, and then it was cool to like ask the guys to elaborate on things we found interesting that maybe they would mention briefly in the book or had mentioned to Spike over the years, or questions we just had. Like I felt like I've known Mike and Adam a long time, but would never have asked them these questions so brazenly, right? I guess, what do you think, Spike? I mean, that's kind of.
I feel the same way. There was so much stuff that I asked Mike and Adam, that we asked Mike and Adam during those weeks that I had never really asked them about or talked about, or I just sort of gotten pieces of bits of stories, but a lot of it, was you just ask, kind of getting them to tell the whole story. We knew what we loved that we were going to use from the book, from the show we did in the fall on the book tour, but I knew I wanted to really tell this full subjective experience that they had from when they were 14 starting their band to it kind of goes through Sabotage and ill communication and And there's just so much stuff I want to know about. It's just like we were just asking questions we want to know about.